a video.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is of a young lady that people thought was missing, family members, loved one, persons that care for her. And they put out an APB given phone number that you could call. Based on what the caption in it says, she left for school this morning, summer school actually. And she have not returned since then. It then said that she was last seen in a dark blue and black Puma tracksuit. Now, people, that was probably a day before. After that, there's a voice note that she sent to her family, letting her family know that she is A-OK. I want you to take a listen, take a look to that audio, and then I'll give my piece.
Good night, mommy. My sister on a post me up say I'm missing, but I not like nobody take me away. But I want come on, but my afraid so now go beat me. So my soon come back.
So, people, you heard what that little brat had to say. She sister them post her up, but Anna like say me missing, even with a slight touch of attitude. Now I am sure that the parents were elated when them hear say she's actually okay. But I am sure that on second thoughts, they must say to themselves, so this little pitney, actually, there's somebody yard with her friend or with her man yard, and then make the family member them afraid, thinking that something wrong with her. I have to go to police station, go file missing person report, and then this girl is somewhere because she decide to make a decision that she's not going to come back home. And then it sounds as if she kind of wrong and strong. She knows that them are going to beat her. So that's why she not come back home. Well, if you had came back home before the right time, like you're supposed to as a little pitney, then the family would not be contemplating what type of discipline that you should be issued out. Now, people, under the present climate in a Jamaica where we see big woman, man, woman, little pitney especially, the most vulnerable in a society is being missing. And then when you find them, you hear say all sorts of stuff done to them, or even worse, you find them in some sorts of shallow grave. And even sometime after them return, or you find them, you hear say them pregnant, add more stress to the stress in our family that is already struggling. This new generation, they are very selfish, them different, like them say, generation of vipers. And yet at the end of the day, we would rather the worst or the lesser of two evil. I better she come back home and she go do her badness than she not come back home and send home to the afterlife. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based off the video that you just saw, the edited version, there's a thing that is called gun jankro. That means you're serious about the gun thing. And then there's a thing that is called gun bag, when you are the polar opposite, meaning that don't know who gave you gun for luck, don't know who gave you gun for work as a security, because based on what we are seeing in this video, this man seems as if he's working for a security company, Sheriff Security it is called. I am assuming that the shirt he has on belongs to the company, and I am assuming that the gun belongs to the company. However, it seems as if some DJ was hyping up a song on the radio, Badman, Gunman tune, and he was listening to it and he kind of got confused and not realizing that the gun was not his and he's no sort of bad man. So pretty much he got carried away, he got into fever, And we say, well, the part you did not see because of YouTube's policy. The gun discharged, the gun went off. And you saw the shock look on his face. How him look nervous. So Badman turned in a punk. He thought that that shot was aiming at him, not realizing that he was the one that actually discharged that shot. People, these people are lunatic. And if you think that music has no sort of influence negatively, well, this is a perfect example. We saw that this man at his job as a security got carried away, listened to a bad man song, and thought that he was bad, only to realize that he was not bad when he hear a shot and get jumpy. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called compatibility is very important. And you're in a relationship, you want to make sure that your partner is probably less aggressive than you. Her balls is probably smaller than yours. As a matter of fact, she should not have any sorts of balls, none at all. Her testosterone level, her level of aggression is low. She is not confrontational because it might be problematic. Just in case there's a misunderstanding or just in case you might foul up. I am speaking about a video that has been making its round on social media where based on the caption it is said that this man decided that he wants to break his date with his girlfriend and he wants to go out and hang with the guys instead. However, after he did and came back home, or he was confronted on the street, don't know which one, this is exactly what took place. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Mommy! Say, Mara, call me, I come, wife. Stop talking about blood clot, Mara. Mara in this. Mara in this. Me talk about Mara. Me talk about blood clot, me and you. Me talk about Mara. Me talk about Mara. Me talk about me and you. Talk about that. From me in the talk. From me in the talk. Answer now. From me in the talk. Me say from me in the talk. When you tell me blood clot, Wednesday night say. And I may forgot Wednesday blood clot. I tell me about when me in the talk.
Now, people, this is my views as it pertains to that. If you have a girlfriend, you're supposed to make sure you spend quality time with her. You're supposed to have your date nights. Take her out, makes you feel like a woman. That is your job. Likewise, she's supposed to attend to you and make sure that she don't put you on the back burner, vice versa. However, sometimes you need a guy's night out when you can't go hang with your friends. You need a balance, the pros and the cons of relationship. It is therapeutic. However, sometimes you have some woman, but if you ever break that date night, and people, this is not an isolated incident. You have a lot of women, it seems as if their testosterone level, it seems as if them have hog balls, it seems as if they are very confrontational. And people, I understand respect. Respect goes a very far way. So therefore, you should give respect to get back respect. But whenever, if ever, you have a woman like this that deals with you like that, best to make sure that you're one of those persons that can hold it. Because like them say, a soft word, turn it away wrath, grievous words stir up anger. Because this could go way, way left. Had the man decide that he is going to have a balls challenge, her balls versus his balls, who have the bigger balls, who will really wear the pants? People, this could easily be avoided. Just make sure that you have somebody that you and them are compatible, or else two balls is going to clash in a one pen, and the ball with the biggest balls is going to win. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the carnage on the road, accidents, fatality, injuries, it is racking up numbers unbelievable. And the two latest, a place known as Cove in Hanover, it seems as if two of them van lick up together and everybody in a boat of those, based on the speed that they were going, more than likely speeding was a contributing factor, more than likely overtaking. And this is what happens when two immovable objects clash at jet speed. Based on what I saw, and I cannot show any of this video because it violates YouTube's policy, it seems as if at least 7 people were badly injured, meaning that foot lick out, back lick out, head, all sorts of cut, all sorts of and all sorts of foot. And what is even worse is that this is the better of the second accident, of the 2 accidents, sorry. Because based on some other videos from Vernon Field, which is in Clarendon, now people, I don't know if when people hear Vernon Field, them feel like the Autobahn Jamaican style and they're supposed to blaze like some mad bat out of hell. Whatever the circumstances, 2 vehicles again crash, head on, and the same sorts of thing. Based on what I see, at least 1 individual, 1 foot gone, the knee gone, and the next one, half him head gone. Now, bloggers like myself speak about this on a daily basis. And you said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over. And a wise man or woman learns from his mistake. Wiser man or woman learns from the mistakes of others. So at this point, it is senseless to preach, teach, or beseech, because these people are not hearing. And like I've always said, who can hear or go feel until them can't feel no more. Numb, 6'6", Dovecat or Madden are one of those destination doom because of all the doom and gloom and madness that is on the road. Point blank and period.
Now, the St. Catherine North Police immediately commenced investigation into this murder, and a suspect was identified based on the preliminary information that the police received. A number of operations were conducted in and around the community in search of this suspect. About 12 midday on Saturday, July 26, 2025, the suspect was apprehended by the police in a heavily vegetated area of the same community. He was taken into custody as the investigation continues. We use this opportunity to appeal to the general citizenry to avoid violent confrontations with each other. We realize that the death of this man could have been averted if at least one party did not resort to using a weapon to inflict wounds. We ask that citizens use non-violent means to settle disputes so as to avoid serious harm or death to members of the various communities.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, there is a popular saying that nothing good happens after midnight, especially in a Jamaica that is amplified. The latest victim, Kevin Robinson, of a place known as Williamsfield, that is in Riversdale, that is in St. Catherine. Based on the information confirmed at about 1 a.m. Saturday morning, Mr. Robinson and some men, young men, got into an altercation. The video I have, but I cannot show because it violates every policy as it pertains to YouTube. It is said, confirmed on the video, that he was rushed by a group of men. Also confirmed by videos when he actually was taken to the hospital and he was laying out on his back. You could see, based on the nurses checking his pulse, checking his body, that he had multiple wounds, at least about 7 or so, including gashes on his neck. Looked like somebody bust him neck. But multiple stab wounds, multiple juke, multiple cuts on his body based on the video evidence. And you could hear his friends and loved ones bawling in the background when he was pronounced, you know what. Now, people, it is quite obvious that when it comes to Jamaica and these young youths, it is as if they are time bombs, ticking time bombs, just waiting to explode. It is as if when they go out, they are going out not to enjoy themselves, not to party, but to get into confrontation. So it is almost as if everybody is itching to show and prove who can be the baddest, and usually it does not end up good. Somebody ends up losing their life, getting badly injured. In this case, the Wasara. Point blank and period. This one is called Be Very Careful Who You Co-Sign, who you endorse. Dancehall artist Vice Cartel have a couple of saying. One of them, what is under my nose, I'm out. And then the next one, more significantly, it a tape, Gaza no jump over fence, RAPE. Well, people, it seems as if he endorsed an individual, top actor from UK, London, in that vicinity. However, it seems as if that person that he endorsed and said that Gaza and its affiliates are not associated with jumping over people fence. There has been some damning allegation that that person might have jumped over at least one fence without authorization. So I am going to show you the endorsement of Vice Cartel for that individual, and then I am going to tell you exactly what the news said. The allegations and accusations made against that person. Take a listen, take a look.
Tape.
God's on the radio.
God's on the radio.
Tell them.
May I give them a new one now? It's a record.
Yeah.
Glory to the Lord.
Amen.
I'm representing for Michael Ward.
All right.
He's famous in London and he's famous in Yard.
That's right.
And he don't really like singers, he like them broad.
Wow.
That is it! What the sun down me nose?
I'm out.
So people, you saw the endorsement like he does with every other celebrity that he has encountered. On his world tour, on his escapades all over the place. So therefore, he's not responsible for anybody else's action. They are a celebrity just like himself, and they endorse and they respect each other because of their creative art, meaning one being an artist and then the next one being a top actor. So based on the information, it is said that the award-winning actor, best known for his performance in Top Boys, has been charged with several counts of SEXUAL assault and RAPE following an investigation. Ward 27, a native of United Kingdom, was charged with 2 counts of jumping over fence, 3 counts of SEXUAL assault on the 25th of July 2025, a day or so ago. Now, people, I am sure that Vice Cartel is not going to change his stance with his interaction because people seem to like it. Him kind of change the game, have the game in a headlock. He is accessible. He is a type of person that make many posts on social media. So I don't think that he is going to stop. However, he might reconsider the people that he endorses because he does not know what is going on in a people's life and what might happen in the future. Do you think that he should continue to do what he is doing because it has been working and people seem to gravitate to him? It shows his personality. It shows that he's a people person. However, you have to be careful whom you endorse and co-sign, especially in these times when you don't know who is who and which part is where. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Picture or No Picture. Body cam or no body cam as it pertains to military officers, specifically JCF Jamaica Constabulary Force officers, whenever they are going on any sorts of special operation. So we see in the comments defending his work, saying that it is not anti-police, it just wants to be independent, transparent, objective, and fair, justified. So that is why it has been calling for the police to wear these body cameras. But based on what they've seen, there is no wearing of any body cameras in most of these operations where there's extrajudicial takeaway. Just in 2025, 186 persons lost their life at the hands of the police. No body camera. In 2023 to 2024, at least 7 convictions. In none of those cases were there any body cam. However, conviction. The conflicting stories between the report from the police and the report from the residents. And this is my disclaimer. I understand that a lot of persons facilitate and encourage bad men, cover them up because they are beneficiaries of the proceeds of crime. So we understand when we hear people are protest And I said, this man a good man, and this man did not do anything, only to realize that they are criminals. So the Indicom boss is saying, why not just remove all doubts? If you're doing your job following the protocols, then you have absolutely nothing to hide. Wear the body cameras and remove any sorts of question signs. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what the boss of Indicom has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Between January 1, 2025 to July 23, 2025, 186 fatalities. Of the 186 fatalities so far this year, no body-worn camera footage was available in any. Those 7 cases involved 2 fatalities and 2 shooting injuries. And in those 7 cases, the officers indicated that they had not turned them on. Many times, you may observe the news reports and the reports from the security forces conflict and contradict the report from the citizens on the ground. We are saying digital images can help to resolve that conflict and display the truth. Our act requires 4 things of us. And it says you must be independent, you must be objective, and you must be impartial. The officer can be assured of fairness. I cannot go to my bed knowing that we were unfair to a citizen or to an officer. We have an obligation to be fair to whoever. That is why it says we have to be impartial.
Now, people, what I've come to the realization is that because Jamaica is in a very bad situation when it comes to crime, persons are desperate, and anybody that have opposing or just want things to be transparent, they automatically becomes anti-police. People just seems to be biased, not very objective when it comes to persons wanting justice, not wanting persons to lose their life if that person is innocent. So therefore, they expect us, meaning that persons that are objective, to have the same mindset. Everybody has to go, just use one broad brush and paint everybody. Everything for DEAD off. So pretty much, the police is not supposed to be held responsible, accountable for their deeds, whether it is justified or not. People, let me ask you a question that makes any sorts of sense to you. Because if it does, that means that we are now accepting of injustice. So back in the days when we used to watch those videos of apartheid days, and we see where people in the past I get beaten, see them a lose them life, see them a get lynched, see them a get hung up on all sorts of tree. That was injustice because they did not. It was not deserving. However, we have become acceptable because we see that the place are run red and people lose them life. How are you going to feel when it reaches your doorstep? When it is not just the average ghetto youth that is getting taken out. It is your family. People, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. What is your views on Indicom? What is your views on the police? How do you view the police? What is your views as it pertains to body cam? Picture or no picture? Body cam or no body cam? Point blank and period.